Hey everyone, this is Landen Hinrichs, and this is for HSM 430, Assignment 4 for Module 5. Going to the first question, it asks, using a hypothetical scenario, give an example of how the health record helps healthcare professionals provide care. So the scenario I'm going to use is, imagine that we have a patient named Bailey, and he has diabetes. Um, Using Bailey's healthcare record for a care team to look at, what they can do is they have access to the history of Bailey's health treatment. So the EHR contains his complete medical history, allowing healthcare providers to understand his condition's progress. Um, it also shows any kind of medication management in there and ensures that the accurate medications are being given and preventing any errors and ensuring the right treatment. Um, This also helps with treatment coordination because the care team can collaborate effectively by accessing his electronic health record, leading to better care plans. The health record could also show like any kind of allergy alerts, so potential allergens such as food allergies or medication allergies, and patient preferences are readily available via the health record, and this ensures safety. Um, it's also good for communication too, as well, because it shows any appointments that are made and any kind of secure messaging among healthcare providers and patient. And then the data from the health record too, as well, helps identify any trends and personalize the care for that person. Um, Also, it's really big on telehealth too because they can access the health record during virtual consultations and ensuring care continuity. And it also helps with the billing because it streamlines the billing and insurance claim process, reducing any financial burdens. So, electronic health records are essential for enhancing care quality, safety, and efficiency, and benefiting people like Bailey throughout their continuation of care. Now, on to our second question. We are given the situation where Lois was at work and she was coming off her lunch break and she saw her neighbor leave the urgent care center where she works at. She and her neighbor are good friends, and because of this, she wants to access his EHR and decides to look in the medical record because she thinks she'll hear about it all weekend. So the question we're given is she right or wrong? Well, Lois is absolutely wrong because this is a breach of HIPAA that she is committing. Even though she has access to the health record and she's friends with the person, it is not her place to look at it unless she was in the direct line of work with the patient or administering the patient care, and this is going to be invading that neighbor's privacy. And it's best for her neighbor to discuss this if they wanted to, rather than her look into the health record. Because if she were to look in the health record and see any kind of sensitive information and bringing it up to her neighbor, that may be something that he did not want disclosed to anybody, and she can be reprimanded and suffer the consequences for that. So, on to the third one, which is our next scenario. Miss May wants a copy of her medical records because she is curious about what the doctor is writing about her. She's afraid that she might be diagnosed with substance use disorder. And the question is she allowed to look at her medical record or health record? And the answer to this one is yes. Miss May can request to see her medical record at any time because it is her right, and she can see what diagnosis that the doctor is treating her for. And if she doesn't agree with it, she is entitled to go get a second opinion by another provider. And it's also to be noted that under the HIPAA privacy rule, this provides individuals with a legal enforceable right to see and receive copies upon the request of information in their medical and other health records maintained by their healthcare providers or health plans. So she is allowed to look at this information, and it's very important to keep that in mind. And then finally, our last scenario. While visiting her son, a patient's mother falls in the parking lot. CNA cleans the scrape on the woman's knee and applies a bandage. Because she's not a patient at the hospital, the CNA still recommends to document it, but in her son's health record. So there's evidence of the accident. So it asks, is the CNA wrong? Why and why not? And does she have the right to have something embarrassing changed in her health record? So the CNA would be wrong in this situation because putting the mother's injury, documenting it in her son's medical record, could cause a lot of issues. Because for starters, it's not the son's injury, and this could be mistaken, and this could lead to treatment that is not necessary and could prove harmful to the son, even though it's something as small as falling and scraping your elbow. Another thing to look at too is that this is a separate incident, so either they need to start a file for the mother or find her file and document this in, because documentation is important for certain things, especially if she tries to say that, take legal action and possibly sue the hospital for falling, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Um, and when it comes to getting things changed in her health record, the only thing that's really allowed to be changed in health records is change of address and name and how the info is used and shared outside the healthcare organization. So that's it for this one. In conclusion, I believe that these are all very important to keep in mind that with health records, it's very important not to disclose private information if it's not yours. You are entitled to your own information and you're allowed to change certain things, but at the end of the day, the health record is one of the most important things that is needed in healthcare, and it definitely ensures that the healthcare process is going smoothly. Thank you so much. Have a great day.